Well, welcome viewers, Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia, as we are going to sit for the sunset here at Gosford on the Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. You've gone through the breakup and your partner has a new supply, or maybe 2 or 3 new supplies, and all of a sudden your phone rings unexpectedly. You don't know whose number it is, where they're ringing from, what their motive is, and you ask, who am I speaking with? And to your shock, it is the new partner of your ex on the phone. You ask, where did you get the number? And you put down your Leamington and Milo in somewhat some shock. Where did you get my number from? Oh, I found it in their phone. And you know that the combination to their phone's quite complicated, so you're figuring that they must be closer than you thought. And you ask, why would you be ringing me? I really don't have anything to say. And you spill your Milo and burn yourself on the leg, wondering what on earth is going on. But you can't stop this person from inquiring. Did this happen to you? Did this, was this your experience? Did they do this while you were with them? And you're saying, look, I'm really sorry, but I can't. And there's somewhat panic going on in the new supplier's voice. Look, I shouldn't be ringing you, but I have. Please don't tell so-and-so, or it could cost the relationship. And you're adamant that you've really got nothing at all to say. I don't want to engage in talking about people behind their back. And this has happened to me several times. And they probe. But aren't you, Jason, the one that was so-and-so and so? And you're wondering where they're getting this information from. And you're not buying into it. And you take a bite out of your Leamington. And you're intrigued because this person can't help himself from trying to find out what's going on with the ex. You know exactly what's going on. You've been there, you've done it, and it's now up to them to go through the journey to find out how they're going to work it all out. You've gotten through your breakup, the trauma, the rumination, the rehabilitation. You haven't rushed into having interrelations with anybody else. You've done the right thing. You've rehabilitated correctly. You're happy with your own company, which you should be anyway, before all this. This is what I don't understand about people. They get into these relationships and the next thing, when they get out of it, they're saying that I've found myself again. Well, why did you lose yourself? That's my question. Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me by saying you've found yourself. Why did you lose yourself? You don't need to lose yourself in a relationship. You don't need to lose yourself. You just got to turn up and be the best version of yourself and do everything you can. You'll find that the other person normally won't do that anyway. So you shouldn't over-attach in the first place, because the chances of the other person crashing is 80% against you. I wish it was for you, but it's against you. And so you've breathed in and a bit of the coconut off the Leamington's gone down your throat and you're coughing, and this person is determined to try and get some source of information from you about your ex, but you won't buy into it. And you're saying to yourself, I know exactly what's happened, how it's going to go, what they're going to do, and where you're going to end up. And you say, well, look, thanks for ringing me. I really can't help you. It'd probably be a good idea if you rang one of the children or something like that. I really don't want to get involved. And you hang up, and you ask them to delete your number, and you hang up the phone. Don't get involved in these conversations when your ex's new supply starts ringing you up. Don't do it. It's none of your business what's going on with your ex and their new supply. And when, or possibly if, your phone rings, reserve all information as privacy. It's really not your business to share information about your ex with anybody. If the new supply can't work out their journey with the ex, that's their problem and that's their business and that's their responsibility as a person to try and figure out. What you had is what you had. That's for your memory and for your journey and your privacy. And whatever's going on between your ex and their new partner or partners, because I've had females ring me up about exes. They've gone by. I've had females ring me up, and then I've had men ring me up. They'll take whatever they can get. Some of these people, they'll take whatever they can get. But it's not your business to share anything about your ex. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even ring my ex up and say that you've been called by their new supply. I'd just stay right out of it, like I would when family members go over narcissistic. Just stay right out of it. Don't engage it, don't entertain it, let their fantasy be what it is. And if the partner that you're with or the person that you're with doesn't try and bring some kind of resolve, bow out of the relationship and send them on their way. That's the first sign of covert emotional incest, is when the partner that you're with will not bring resolve to a dispute with one of their family members. 2 Corinthians 1:21. Now it is God who establishes both us and you in Christ. He anointed us. He placed his seal on us and put his spirit in our hearts as a pledge of what is to come. I call God as my witness that I was in order to spare you, that I did not return to Corinth. Not that we lord it over your faith, but we are fellow workers with you for your joy, because it is by faith that you stand firm and not by works of the law. So if or when you get a call from your partner's new supply, as I have, do not volunteer any information. I've heard of stories where people have gotten involved in these conversations only to find the new supply telling them what you've told them to the ex, and the next thing you got the ex on the phone. I believe they're screaming down the phone or whatever happens. I've never done it. And sometimes the new supply can use these phone calls to their advantage and to the decimation of any resemblance of relationship that you have left with the person that you're with, because they will go on with the relationship. When the booty comes out and the sex starts and all that, your conversation's soon forgotten. Because most of these people are desperate, they don't have any self-worth, they don't have any standards or boundaries, and when the pussy comes out or the penis comes out, all responsibility is thrown by the wayside until they are thrown by the wayside, which they will be. when you hang up, finish your Lamington and your hot chocolate. Look into the sky and thank God for the life and love that He has given you. This is Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, Theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe, like, share, and comment if you want. This is Emotional Incest Awareness. Bye for now.